Hi guys, welcome back to Wentworth Life, the YouTube channel that talks everything Wentworth. If you're new to the channel and enjoy Wentworth news and gossip, then hit that subscribe button right now for all future updates. And as usual, if you stick around until the end of the video, I will be responding to some of your comments from a previous video. So, it's hard to believe that we are nearly halfway through the new season. We're literally at the halfway mark, and things are starting to pick up nicely now. The second half of any Wentworth season always starts going a bit crazy. So with last week's episode ending with Ferguson forgetting her memory and of who she is, let's have a little sneak peek of what's to come in tomorrow night's episode. So let's start with some of the online TV guides. So we've got Judy incurs the wrath of Anne after she sabotages her presentation, while Ali is nervous when she has to contend with Lou's supporters, and Ruby goes on the hunt to find her sister. And we have another one here which is very similar. Judy sabotages an important presentation for Anne and incurs her wrath, but secures confidential information for Ruby. So while Ruby goes on the hunt for her sister, Ali is left to contend with a dangerous Lou Kelly, now amassing a crew of supporters. Lou ambushes Boomer, while Mari and Reb watch on. On day release to see her ill father, Ruby tracks down Rita in protective custody. So Ruby is going on a day release to see her dad, but somehow manages to find the location of Rita. It's looking like that Ruby's getting this information with the help of Judy, who at the same time is causing huge problems for Anne. This is going to be good. We might start seeing some cracks with Anne Reynolds as well in this episode. And it's looking like that we're in for a showdown between Ali and Lou, so that is going to be good. So before I jump into the magazine article with more information, let's take a look at some of the leaked photos for tomorrow night's episode. Oh no, poor Boomer. What are they doing to her? Leave Boomer alone. It's not looking good. It's gonna be mad. I mean, if Ruby's out on day release and Lou is hurting Boomer, that really is Ali on her own to go up against Lou Kelly. So it's going to be quite interesting. Do you think maybe Ali's gonna lose her top dog leadership tomorrow? I mean, it's looking like that Lou is aiming to take over with her dangerous crew. There's not going to be much that Ali can do to stop them, I don't think. And it's great to see Rita finally back in this season. Hopefully now her storyline is going to heat up for the rest of the season. We're going to see a lot more of her because she really has been missed by the fans and by myself. I absolutely love Rita. I can't wait for her to become face-to-face with Ferguson because those two are going to clash. Anyway, so here is a magazine article for tomorrow night's episode, and again, it's not good news for Boomer. So the title is, there's a new hierarchy in Wentworth. So is this a hint that Ali is going to be toppled? So anyway, the article goes on to say that there's a fine line between jailbird and prison officer in Wentworth at times. Over the years, we've seen how close inmates can get to the jail staff to help with their sneaky plans. This week in Wentworth, a friendship forms between new general manager Anne Reynolds and Lou Kelly, which is what we saw at the end of last week's episode. So Anne is keen for Lou to be the guardian of the prisoners who have come out of protection, and to make sure that there's no retaliation. So under her wing is Mari Winter, and while she and Lou don't see eye to eye, Mari knows that with the prison heavyweights watching her, she can't put a foot wrong. Fear is a pretty valuable commodity in this place, and I'm buying, Lou tells Mari. I think they hate you because they're scared of you. So, oh god, Lou is definitely turning up the fear factor. So reluctantly, and mainly for her own safety, Mari joins Lou's squad. And the first order of the day, find out who disrupted a presentation in front of the minister that made Anne Reynolds look like a fool. So while all eyes are on Judy, Lou takes the opportunity, takes aim at Boomer and wants to make her suffer the only way she knows how. They don't call her Lou Fingers Kelly for nothing. So now I am rather concerned with what Lou is going to do to Boomer. Like I've said in previous episodes, we have not seen the scary side, the proper scary side of Lou yet. And I mean, Boomer has been warning Ali from episode 1, and now things are really going to get nasty. I really hope that Lou doesn't chop up any body parts from Boomer. I hope she still has all her body bits by the end of tomorrow's episode. And did you see that in the photos that I've just shown you, Mari and Reb just standing there watching Lou and the gang at Boomer, and they look like school bullies, if you know what I mean. And I'm just thinking, I've liked Reb from the start, but if Reb is going to maybe start turning into a bit of a badass with Lou, I'm going to go off Reb. So I think with, you know, now with Lou and her new crew all together, Ali and the rest of the women are in serious trouble, and this is just the start. And there's also a tweet on Twitter from Brian Peel, and this is what he has to say, because he got to see a special screening of tomorrow night's episode. And he says, just watched a special screening of upcoming Wentworth. I can't begin to tell you how fucking amazing this show is. This final season is hot. So, yes, wow. So, I think we are in for an intense episode tomorrow. Let me know in the comments box below, do you think Ali is going to be toppled as top dog this week? And also, do you think Boomer is going to lose a finger or some sort of body part? I really hope not, but let me know in the comments box what you guys think. So on that note, it's time for some comment replies. So we have Kaylee Dick. If the police knew all along she was alive, why didn't they tell anyone? It doesn't make any sense. Well, Kaylee, the reason why we didn't want to tell anyone was because they didn't want it to get out. So if Ferguson is on the run, but she is under the impression that everybody thinks she's dead, she will start coming out of hiding. And that's what the police wanted. They were waiting for her to come out of hiding to pounce on her, so that's why they had to keep it top secret. So yes, thank you for your comment, Kaylee. And we have the Bassier. What happened to Lucy? Wasn't she sent to the protection unit? Well, I don't really know. So when she came back in season 6, she had lost her tongue, and she was part of Costa's crew. And after season 6, she was never to be seen again, so I'm assuming that she got transferred to another prison. Nothing was ever mentioned. Nothing was ever mentioned about protection unit. So yeah, she more than likely got transferred to a new prison. So thank you for your comment there, Bassier. And we have Scozza. Ferguson is defo lying, loving having her back. This season is cleverly building multiple plot lines, and I can't wait to see it all play out. Yes, Scozza, I have to agree with you. I think the first couple of episodes were setting the foundations for the season, and I know one or two people, well, more than one or two people, thought that episode 3 particularly was a very slow episode, but it was setting things up, and we're in now for a very rough ride, so very interesting times to come. Thank you for your comments, Gaza. And then we have Something Sinister. Kelly defo becomes top dog, otherwise why film her at the steam press? I love and hate this girl. Also, anybody else feel bad for Mari and want her to take over? Thank you for your comment. I do not want Mari to take over, however, there has been moments this season I have felt bad for her, but at the same time, she's kind of lucky she's still breathing. I mean, the women are giving her hell, but she kind of deserves it. And I think she knows she deserves it. So, yeah, I don't feel sorry for Mari in a strong way, but there's one or two moments where I do feel for her. But I think that's just because Susie Porter is an amazing actress. And I do think Kelly will become top dog because you're correct. Some of the previews for the season had different characters in different parts of the prison, and Lou Kelly was on the steam press at one point, so I think that is a huge hint that she is at some point going to take over as top dog and make everyone's lives hell. So thank you for your comment, and thank you all for your amazing comments. Keep them coming, and maybe next time one of your comments will get featured in my next video. So that's all I have for you in this video, guys. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy tomorrow night's episode, and I will see you all very soon.